Okay, now you got two to deal with. You're gonna kill both at the same time? Maybe you might. You got an interesting looking deck, man. You're running Curse of Corruption with warriors. Straight up. I'm hoping to just place Iteran here now. We get instant trigger. That's the plan. And then hopefully we just bleed them with good cards. I don't know. My hand was a bit suspicious for this bleed. Let's try to capitalize. Whoa! They're playing it like that? Alright, let's go. I actually want them to target Iteran now. And then save these. That's nice. Iteran here and then here, but that will still be alive, is it? Oh. Why like that? Iteran's a nuisance here. He is a nuisance, man. I think the Megascopes are gonna bring it home. Just alone. I love it. The Megascopes play for such value here on these bronzes, I'm telling you. I have no idea what kind of a deck they have. We just keep doing our thing, baby. Yes! Yes! Woo! We did it! Rank 1! Yes! What's up, legends? Welcome back to another deck guide. Before we get into today's list, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please take the time to do so now. My next objective is to reach 10,000 subscribers, and I'd really appreciate your help and support in achieving that goal. For today, I've put together a triple Reavers deck, and by triple Reavers, I'm referring to the Reaver Hunters. And what I mean by that is that we can play these Reaver Hunters for the entire match. Round 1, Round 2, and 3, which is why it's called triple Reavers. Mobilization is the leader ability that we're utilizing. This order allows you to spawn a base copy of an allied bronze soldier on its row and boost both units by 3. The target for our leader will be the Reaver Hunters, and we would typically use our leader round 2 or 3. I have Crystal Skull as a stratagem in this deck, allowing you to boost an allied unit by 4 and give it Veil. This is more so to give protection to the Reaver Scout when we go first, just so we can get more of that spawning synergy with the Reaver Hunters. Or of course, you could offload it to a number of other cards which have certain abilities in this deck. Redanian Knight, maybe the Ballista, or the Reaver Hunters themselves. So what I'm going to do is run you through this list bottom up, explain how best to play each card, when to play it during a match, and then we're going to discuss how to execute strategy for this deck. So to begin with, we have 2 Reaver Scouts. So with the Reaver Scouts, they have an order ability that allows you to spawn and play a base copy of an allied bronze soldier, excluding self. We are using the Reaver Scouts to target the Reaver Hunters and create more. I do like to play both Reaver Scouts out round 1 and play them proactively. So you'd play these first and then start playing these copies of Reaver Hunters from our deck, and then we just start duplicating all those Reaver Hunters. So play these cards range draw and the majority of our other units range draw, because we want our entire melee row to be free to play as many Reaver Hunters as possible there. Then we have Redanian Knights. The Redanian Knights are more just fillers that I've added into this deck. They're pretty good at this provision cost. As long as they have armor on them and they are ranged row, at the end of your turn, boost self by 1. Exposed when they lose armor. Move self to the melee row. Then damage the highest power enemy unit by 2. At Grace 8, boost adjacent units by 1. The Redania Knights have good synergy with Siege Tower. Keep that in mind. So these are both soldier units, and we need soldier units for Siege Tower. So adding the Redania Knights in gives us extra options outside of Reaver Hunters, outside of Reaver Scout, to play with the Siege Tower. So as far as when to play Redania Knights, like I said, they're more so fillers in this deck. I guess they wouldn't be so good to play in a short round 3 situation because they're an engine card. So perhaps round 2 on the bleed, you could play these out, range throw, and also just to help you get round control round 1. 2 Siege Towers, Zeal Order, gain Vitality 2, crew, boost self by 2 instead. It's got a cooldown of 2. So Siege Tower can play pretty consistently in our deck because we're spawning so many soldiers, in particular the Reaver Hunters. We can use Siege Tower as a way to help get round control round 1, placing it in between the Redania Knights, the Reaver Scouts, and the Reaver Hunters. Then we've got 2 Ballistas. I added the Ballistas into this deck because we do have kind of a control emphasis with the list, with all of the soft control that's going to be happening with the Reaver Hunters. Let's say the Reaver Hunters damage something down, and then you can play Ballista, and maybe the Reaver Hunters damage it down enough that we could remove a certain unit through this Ballista and its deployability, allowing you to damage an enemy unit by 1, and then you've got the Order, damage an enemy unit by 2. So just a bit of extra control synergy. Try to play these anytime, really, I think, during the match. Then we've got Pella. Pella's just a nice way to get past the opponent's defender unit. You can remove the opponent's defender unit status, get rid of a resilience unit status. If one of our units gains a status, we could also self-purify. So Pella's a card you'll search for dependent upon the opponent's deck and what kind of a match you're in. We've got double Megascope. I do have double Megascope in here as a way to spawn more Reaver Hunters. I like to rely on the Megascopes to help get round control round 1 and then save our stronger spawning synergies for round 2 and 3. So when we deploy this, we get to choose a bronze allied unit. After 2 turns have elapsed, spawn a base copy of picked unit on the right of Megascope. So definitely look for both Megascopes round 1 to be played in combination with these Reaver Hunters from deck and the Reaver Scouts. Then we have Spores. It seems that there are a lot of decks going quite tall with boost at this time. So I think cards like Yrden and Spores can find some pretty good consistent value. Spores allows you to reset the power of a unit of your choice. So what we want to do is target units with a power that is above their base power and with the highest possible boost possible on the board at that time. You could kind of use this as an end of match play, like Final Say, target something with a real tall boost. Kind of a tall punish option. Then we have 2 Reaver Hunters. So our whole deck, the whole strategy is really to be revolved around these cards in particular. So the Order allows you to spawn a base copy of self on this row. Set its base power to 1 less than self. We want to be stacking these cards melee row whenever we play them for ability. Bonded Melee. At the end of your turn, damage the highest power enemy unit by 1. So this can offer us some real serious control, having each round our whole entire melee row stacked with Reaver Hunters. I'm sure you can imagine how much damage we can be accumulating. As I said, with these 2 base copies of this card in our deck, I like to use these to rely on those round 1 to spawn Reaver Hunters. And then later on, we're going to rely on our location cards. Moving on, we've got Dwim. This is to synergize with our location cards. So we're going to be playing this range throw. Deploy ranged. Refresh the order of an allied location. We will be targeting Garrison. We will be targeting Truffle. Dwim is a card that we can play round 2 or 3, I believe. Then we have Reinforcements. More ways to get more Reaver Hunters. spawn and play a base copy of a bronze allied unit. It's going to be the Reaver Hunter. We can also use this card round 1 just to help in getting round control. Then we've got Iteran. We have Iteran in this deck as another way to generate even more Reaver Hunters. The first time you spawn a unit on your side of the battlefield, each turn spawn a 1-power copy of it on this row, give it doomed. So the idea is that we can use Iteran round 2. We're going to play this behind Defender. And we're going to play it in combination with cards like Kennet and Boholt because they'll be getting some good value out of the extra spawning synergies. And then as we start to spawn these Reaver Hunters, Iteran is giving us a Reaver Hunter. So we can really generate a lot of those units through this card. This card's got good synergy with leader ability too. Keep that in mind. Then I've added in Kennet and Gar. Formation, if we play this melee row, the order ability gains, we gain Zeal for the order. If we play it ranged, it will boost off by 1. So the order is destroy an enemy unit with 2 or less power. Whenever you spawn a soldier, increase the limit by 1. We're doing so much spawning. The idea is that we play this card early into a round before we commit our spawning synergies. And then this destroy value just increases greatly and it gives us a great removal option against the opponent. So the idea is that we kind of want to greed the order as much as possible, okay? And we could play this either round 2 or 3, and it needs to be played behind Defender for protection. Pretty good in combination with Iteran and the rest of the cards in this deck. Then we've got Defender. I added Defender in this deck, in particular, to give protection to Iteran, Kennet, and Gar. Boholt, these combination of cards. I like to play Donimir of Troy round 2 as a proactive play first thing. Then we can play Kennet and Gar, Iteran, and then we start doing our spawning synergies. So this gives us protection to be able to continuously keep spawning Reaver Hunters through Iteran, and then keeps this card safe so we can greed its destroy value. Then we've got Mushy Truffle Resilience. So if we don't use the order ability on the round that we play it in, it carries over into the next round. And the order just allows you to spawn and play a Golden Froth. Maybe this can give you some protection to your Reaver Hunters if they're about to get removed. On deploy, spawn and play a bonded unit from your starting deck. So bear in mind, this spawning synergy with the deploy has good synergy with Kennet and Gar, Boholt, and Iteran. So the idea is that round 2 on the bleed, we can play Garrison or Truffle after having these kinds of cards down. And then we can start getting some good value off of those spawns. So these locations, I think they're better played round 2. Then we've got Heatwave. I've added Heatwave in here as a nice tall punish option. And it can deal with the opponent's scenario cards and artifacts. In particular, we're all aware of that Broken Frost neutral deck that's going around. I think the only way, a sure way to defeat that broken deck is to use Heatwave on their location. So that's pretty much one of the main reasons I have it in here right now. So this just allows you to banish a unit or an artifact. Then we've got Garrison. This has a resilience condition like Truffle. Deploy, spawn, and play a base copy of a bronze soldier from your starting deck. We're going to go for the Reaver Hunter with the deploy. Order, boost an allied soldier and all its copies by 1 and give them 1 armor. We can also use Garrison round 2 on the bleed to protect our Reavers and just armor them up, right? Then we have Boholt. Formation, if played on the melee row, he gains Seal. If played on ranged, boosts off by 1. The order is that you get to spawn a base copy of an allied bronze soldier on its row. Whenever you spawn a soldier, boosts off by 2. So because of this ability that this card has, we kind of want to play this very early on into the round that we're going to start spawning a lot of cards, right? To get this boosting value. My idea with Boholt is that, look, we'd either play him round 2 or 3. We kind of got some certain packages in this deck. It's a triple Reavers deck, as I said. Round 1, we're going to generate the Reavers with the Reaver Hunters, Megascope, Reaver Scout. Round 2 play to generate the Reavers would come through a combination of Garrison, Truffle, Boholt, Iteran, and Leader. So you're going to use one of those round 2 or 3, one of those packages. So if you didn't use him round 2, let's say you bled really hard round 2 against the opponent, we can fall back on this card for a short round 3. And if we save leader to be played with this card, even better at that time. And then we've just got some consistency cards that you see here. We've got a Neuromancy, which allows you to play... it's got the Echo tag. We can play it twice. It allows you to play any card from your deck. The reason I went with the Neuromancy is because it can help us pull some important cards that we need to deliver our combination very well, such as Garrison, Heatwave, Truffle, and Bowholt. That's the main reason I have a Nero in here, and it can even fetch us Iteran, which is really nice. Then we've got Amphibious Assault. Echo card, we can also play this twice. Play a Northern Realms unit from your deck with a provision cost of 9 or less. Boost it by 1 for each provision below the limit. So AA can play really good. We can use it round 1 to help get round control. You could search for Reaver Scout. You could search for Reaver Hunter. You could go for Siege Tower, Redania Knights. These low costed units will give us some nice points, and because they're engines and have good abilities, they'll play for nice value for us at that time. And then of course we could just reserve it for around 2 or 3 to pull something like Kennet and Gar, Donomir of Troy. That's the general idea with that card. So now that I've explained the list, let me explain how to execute the strategy for this deck. So as I said, it's a triple Reavers deck. We have multiple ways to generate Reavers. What I suggest with our list is that we try to push hard for round control, 2-0 the opponent if we can, or just drag it into a shorter round 3 situation. A long round 3 may not be bad either, but bear in mind, there is a potential that we overswarm our side of the board because we're generating so many units. If we go a long round 3, you may wish to put Iteran back in deck and not take him into a long round 3. So bearing those things in mind, round 1, try to get round control simply relying on the Reaver Scouts, Reaver Hunters that you see here from deck, Megascopes to generate Reaver Hunters, Siege Tower, Redania Knights, Ballistas. That should, for the most part, be our round 1 combos. You could fall back on AA. You can also use reinforcements. Okay, we get round control, bleed into round 2, opening up with Defender, Kennet and Gar, Iteran, let's say. And then you're going to commit one of your location cards to spawn you the Reaver Hunters. And then from there, we're just going to look to generate as many as possible, right? Iteran, through the use of the Reaver Hunters order, will be giving us multiple Reaver Hunters on the melee row. And we can just keep bleeding into round 2 with some other bronzes we may have. Like I said, 2-0 the opponent if you can. If not, pass into the round 3. And then round 3, once again, we can generate more Reaver Hunters through whatever location you did not use. You're going to play Bowholt at that time with Leader if you didn't use it. And you can fall back on Dwim in a round 3 situation as well. And just remember, we got Heatwave as a control option at some point. So I hope you enjoy the following matches, and thank you for your time and support. Force of Nature. Yeah, this is kind of cards we're looking for around 1. Yeah, cool. So, have you all been seeing like a lot of this Reaver play? I'm using all the new cards in this list. I'm testing them all. Yeah. How does it feel? Feels very strong to play against, or difficult to verse? What's your question, Ash? Wow, much more games, yeah. Name one movie that you find it impossible to fall asleep in. Like, there's so many good ones, but I really love the Warrior movies, like 300, Troy, Gladiator. I just finished watching an old school Russell Crowe movie, Robin Hood, the other weekend. I just love those kinds of movies. Yeah, counters Reavers. Yep. Absolutely does. Because you got Sigvold and all that. So, playing Scenario. We will just play our Reavers right after this. Ah, so they're gonna counter me like that.
These just scissors?
Honestly, that's a pretty good counter to me. I can't really get my combo going even. Because they're just gonna kill. I might give them the round. I think I'll give him the round with this hand. Because those damsels actually counter us really good. Yeah, they're mad movies, man. They're really cool. Thanks for the follow, appreciate it, my friend. We'll pass now. We'll just save our better stuff. That's it. You know what I feel about this Reaver deck? I'm not really worried about giving up round control. And I don't really care where the match goes most of the time because we're so effective with the combos. There's so many ways to generate Reavers in this deck. I'd rather try to bleed in 2-0, but I mean, we're engine deck. Going a long round, that's a lot of control. If they're like, you know, non-control heavy themselves. So, I'm not really fussed, to be honest. This is a great hand, anyway. We're just missing like AA, but this could find it. That's everything we need. Got everything we need. The rest of the kind of fillers in this deck, you see? Lower costed stuff that we have added in here. It'll just be Idoran, Dwim, that. That's it. Like, if they go a long round, they're in a lot of trouble too, aren't they? Honestly, man. Two-O type of deck. May hold that for later. So what do I have left in this? Sure. Let's just do this. Was such a meme back in the day. We still hear it from time to time, man. Do you play... What's that? Would they just be passing if they're doing this? Maybe. And it begins. Would they really try to bleed me like this? I don't know. Could be bad for them. It's gonna be a lot of control coming up. Okay, here we go. Let's make him pay. So, as you can see, there's just one way to generate them. Then look, later on, we've still got 2 locations, man. So strong. I really like it. We can play this from hand if we want even. Like that. We can save this for next round as a control option. Kennet and Ga. I've just started playing today this deck. It needs setup. It can be really good, Dub. It needs setup though, right? That's why I got Defender. You'll probably see now what I'm talking about. Imagine we greed it, right? That's the idea. You put Defender down, you play this, you do your spawning synergies, and you just greed. And imagine what we can destroy. Sub-Zeros. Alright, I don't think Gitterend's needed here. We got so many... Just for some passive points? I don't know about that either. What would I prefer? Maybe more control. Maybe Dwim. Probably don't need this one either though. Okay, whatever. Let's go.
We tanned their black-clad hides at Sodden, we'll tan their black-clad hides again.
Now we play the 6-powered unit. And then watch its value climb. It needs setup though. Oh, really? I think maybe we can get to the point where we can kill it with this. That'd be freaking phenomenal. Can we? Do I play Reaver Hunter? I just started today. But I like it a lot. I think very strong card. I was so excited when I saw the combinations available. Let's get it poppin'. To play with probably this. Yep. 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 Right, so... Yeah. I mean, they have synergy with this. Damage something down, destroy it off. I see. Nice. Okay, right. Oh, that's like way early, man. This will kill that. Once this gets out of the picture. Still got the garrison too. This is gonna be filthy, man. We can kill Defender now. This is crazy. Look at this. Oh! 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 Do you know what that means? This is what I was talking about. It needs setup though. But that is filthy, man. So we must try to answer. If they had cat, we would have seen cat probably already, right? This one will go. We go for the Dwim for a Nero. Look at this, it's just sitting here. Megascope's a bit of a dud card for us here. So I should go like this now, that somehow. Probably. We got one more space there. Spawn a base copy of self. So I can't use that again, even if I boost it. We have points floating here, don't forget. It's got to be like this, right? Bit unfortunate. This is 6 either way. They may have a Yerden. It's probable. I'll just hold it. They have the last say anyway though, right? Okay, yeah. Maybe it doesn't matter. Can I spread my points around? Maybe I'll be able to play Truffle back row. Yeah. We probably go Truffle ranged. No, they went card down, right? Oh, I'm getting confused. That's right. We're still safe. I forgot. We reset that. Play this one.
Magic is a curse, a blessing, and a program.
Long live.
Yeah. It's all good. Oh man, I really like that card. Crap. They'll just go leader and kill.
Long live, etc., etc.
Yeah, good. That's what we want. Do it again, do it again.
The stench of beer. I knows it well.
Nice, man. Yeah, they know what to do. Very intelligent player. Really good, really good. No use playing them here.
Best give up now.
We can play this in between them now.
You stand before the
No
Queen of
coral?
Skellige.
Not get in the way of me,
Do we go a long round against this deck? Yeah, I think we go a long round. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. I couldn't really do much. It's a great counter, the 5, the self wound. Nope. Nope. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's why generally you don't want to do that. Because what happens when you come up against other stuff? Then those cards aren't as effective. Nice. It's a great hand. It's everything. Oh, we got 1, 2, 3. A even gets me another one of those. Maybe we don't need it around. Maybe this will be for Boholt.
I suppose. And the end.
Is that the heat wave target?
Mind your words, and who you address, and how you address them.
Maybe go this way this time. Oh, just in time. I'm seeing all these like crazy tall punish cards in these SK decks now. It's hilarious. Oh yeah, nice. The damage from corals may be a threat to my engines. Wow, dude. Okay. And now what? Yeah. Sure. That's fair, man. So funny. Just delete. Yeah, exactly. They could kill it now with a warrior. Oh, I'm surprised they didn't kill it, to be honest.
What? This? Scratch.
Oh, bricked?
I can eat me girly. Looky here. Eyes to the skies!
Hope. Just gotta have faith.
A beautiful pair of legs.
They're clogging me. Unless they go for it now. Not good. Yep. Just like that.
Let's one modest. Let's one see the bigger picture.
Oh man, that was a great win. Sounds like a good idea, Phoenix. How would traps work in... I have no idea.
How low we have fallen.
Okay. Fallen Knight. And then? Next card is... Lady of the Lake.
The righteous shall be recompensed.
A Nero. Into a lock.
The golden dragon.
And 5 coins. Absolutely incredible.
This eternal fire protects
Leader.
us.
Cusento's deck. Sweet. They're considering like passing now, maybe, are they?
Hallowed flame, light our way through ignorance and superstition.
Okay. Inquisitor.
This positively reeks of heresy.
Oh, this damage just comes up quick on them, huh? What to do now, huh? They're still good. Oh, they had ring? Interesting. Maybe good for Himmelfart, you never know. Oh, it's not really the cards we're looking for now, though. We could try bleed, I guess.
The fire cleanses. You are worthy neither of mercy nor forgiveness.
Let's down that lizard.
Now we AA into the Reaver. Thanks for the follow. He's good, man. I like that card. He has gotten me some good kills today. Killed the Defender. Killed Himmelfart. Now we're looking to Engine Overload.
Remove his cowl, then his ears.
Here we go. Oh crap. So I'm gonna need truffle for the next round. To generate more.
Don't think this sword a toy.
For Radovid!
Jax?
The time. Swash your book. Age of the wolf storm is nigh.
Full leader's gone.
I curse your name, I damn your soul!
Oh yeah.
Cry of the faces and their foul magic.
Change my coin? Sure, my friends. Please remind me.
Greater donations beget greater blessings.
Oh, okay. If we can get Bowhole Tit around. There we go. Mate. Say no more.
One never need ask me twice.
That one, he venerates not the fire.
The tongue can conceal the truth. The eyes never.
Believe in the magic. That's it. They're looking a bit weak with a hand.
Mind you, eyes, you like them?
Come on, bring it home. Come on now. Good.
Yes, you. Have you made your offering?
No sudden movements.
And still. Come on.
Remove his cowl, then his ears.
Yes.